Welcome to Can I Harass You for a Second? My name is Calvin. Today, we have a very, very special thing. I'm going to do a couple introductions, but it is the Wedding 1v1 Throwdown. The fucking 1v1 of the century. Today, we've got two coupled contenders that are about to crash down, crack out, and get funky. All right? They're not 100% sure why they're here. Corey and Ashley, let's get a quick wave real quick. We have the Martins. We're going to go over to the O'Neills, or Gold Team Rules, or Team EP Sleepy PP. Whichever you would like to call it. Get a little wave. And then my color commentary and two of my favorite people. We got Austin and Danny, another married couple that are going to weigh in.
We're the marriage experts, clearly.
Yes. You guys made it further than like 3 months or whatever the hell. What was it? 24 hours? You just
we were doing the math on it this morning in prep for this. Or rather, I was trying to put it together. We've been together for 13 years.
Almost, yeah.
That's too many.
13 years, and we've been married for almost 6. 6 is next month.
Well, you did good. You didn't go to Vegas. You didn't wake up in Vegas. No Katy Perry today. And also Epic Wave. We have Epic here. He's just existing. He's going to try to keep his mouth shut because the adults are speaking. Speaking when spoken to kind of situation. Austin, what are you thinking for this right now? What are you projecting? Can you give me something as my cohort, and Danny also included now? I just said the word Austin a lot in my head today when I was practicing. What are you expecting? What do you see coming into this game? What do you think we got as far as a head-to-head?
Yeah, one thing that came right off the bat for me as soon as you mentioned this, I had to throw it out there was, and I told, I went to therapy yesterday, and I told Axel about this, that I was going to open like this. Was that I'm going to throw you under the bus. This was all Calvin's idea, the entire thing. So if anything negative comes of this, just remember that this was Calvin's idea. I had nothing to do with this. Okay? This is anything positive. Please give me the energy from. I deserve that. I did amazing. But yeah, any negative consequences, please throw them Calvin's way. I'm expecting a good, clean fight. I think there's going to be, I think the 7th round is something to look out for. And
it actually is.
I think that, the important thing is that we had a good time. So
great commentary, Austin.
Thank you.
I feel like we've got weddings involved. There's going to be a fight.
Okay.
And there's going to be a winner.
Okay.
Stoked.
Okay.
You want to throw You want to throw any stats down that you see, like what we're looking at? As far as
I'm looking at every player's war for sure. I'm looking at F4. I don't use B war. I use F4. And we're gonna be looking at XWOBA. We'll be looking at FIP. We don't want to include.
Well, it's important because I feel like the Martins lost a lot of FIP in the last round when they did last compete.
It park factors are important. So you know what I mean. You can't include park factors. You gotta get those out. So. So it's important.
All right, thank you so much. We're gonna head on back real quick. The Martins, you're coming into this game. You guys were a little bit behind at the end of the last one. What do you think you're gonna do to change up and maybe catch that dub?
It's just you gotta, in times like this, you gotta focus up.
Okay.
You gotta get your head in the game. You gotta look at those films. And you gotta do better, Gotta really be in this, and we're in it to win it.
Anything to add on to that, Ashley? Get on your feet. Okay, thank you. Now we're gonna go to the vicious home team. They're defending champions right now, really bringing up the season from a couple losses at the beginning, really bringing it home. What are you going to do to stay on top?
Oh, well, Calvin, I think we came into this with a really good game plan.
Okay.
We knew what we had to do. We laid it out, and we executed. And I think so long as we continue to stick to the game plan, continue to execute on the plays as they come up, flea flicker, touchdown, goal, we'll be good.
Chaos ball and chaos ball only.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I feel that.
I think we'll be good.
I just need to say that both of you lost a point. Nobody said God is good.
Nobody said God is good.
Nobody said God is good. So it's-
We're starting
Hail
off.
Satan.
Actually, we're going to start off of a negative. Let's start off with a negative.
Praise Jesus.
Hopefully, this is like one of those games where the points don't matter.
You know what? That's really for time to tell. It's really about getting out on the course. All right, Austin. I'm going to have you and Danny help me out here.
Okay.
We're going to go over categories. Now, this is really important. If you guys need to write these down, we will have reference to them when we are going over each of the categories, so don't worry about that.
Pull them up.
No, I have them. I have a slide that you'll just read.
Oh, great.
I made 3 slides. I didn't make many, but I made 3 slides. So there's the wedding 1v1 throwdown. And these are going to be the categories that you guys are going to have to focus on today. So remember that these are meant to throw you up or trick you up a little bit. You know, like they'll trip you up. They're gonna throw some curveballs, some sliders, some sidewinders. I just want you guys to execute in the highest of your capacity based on the categories that are provided. Then we'll go over the rules. Don't worry. This isn't just arbitrary. I did make up things. A lot of things. Categories, Austin.
We have taste. We have mouthfeel. We have how high does it get you? We have lasting effects. And we have difficulty. And then, of course, everyone's favorite, the bonus round.
If you need to write these down, let me know. If not, we will be looking at them and marking them off as we go through them. The rules, Danielle.
Each couple will then pick a representative.
Oh, no. Each couple will have 1 minute to discuss. That was the smaller one. I'm sorry.
That's tiny.
It's
Each
tiny,
couple
yeah.
will have 1 minute to discuss off mic what a current category means.
Each couple will then pick a representative. Each side will share their understanding of the category and the question it might be associated with, and points will be awarded.
You can't make font that small. We said we've been together for 13 years. You don't think we're going to be like,
Do you not see these glasses, sir?
It fucked up the font, and then it got worse progressively as I went down the thing. It was a very hard tool to use, and I was like, shit, I gotta go. So we're going to do a coin toss. I do have a coin. And because you guys are home, we're going to have you guys call it. So I'm going to flip this, and you guys are going to call it. All right.
Us being home.
You
or
are
them
home.
being
Yes, sorry. The gold team, EP Sleepies, our home team. All right. I'm going to flip it. Call it.
Heads.
All right. Gold team is going to go first. All right. So
Yeah.
that is you guys, the sleepy EPs. Let me make sure it's on the right
And
thing.
EP.
It is on the right thing. Cool. So what you guys are going to do is you're going to think of the taste of the experience. I want you to come back with what the taste of your whole experience was. You have 1 minute starting. Do I have a clock?
Is it with our weddings or the other wedding?
Your wedding. This is your experience. This is literally just an excuse to have people talk about it without being like, what was your favorite part of the wedding? Well, we're just glad it's over. If anyone said that, I'm going to strangle them. So what was the taste starting? Now you're going to mute and you're going to talk about what the taste of the wedding was while I get a little bit of look with the other couple. All right, go. All right, so how you guys feeling right now? You guys feeling good?
Yeah.
You guys feel like you're in a good place? You guys feel like do you feel like you're warmed up is really the question I've got for you.
Oh yeah, in it to win it, man.
you guys did stretches? Did you do the thing where you do this with your arms? Like, you get all the warm up going?
That's really important. That's the
Yeah.
most important thing to get ready for this kind of thing.
They say elasticity is super important, and they're right. Elasticity is super important.
It is, but you also need to do your vocal warm-ups.
Mhm.
And I trust that you two as a couple have definitely done your vocal warm-ups.
Yeah, right. The two
Oh, yeah.
singers.
You can count on that.
I just think when I think warm-ups, I just think of 8 Crazy Nights when they're in the locker room and he's like, "Have you warmed up yet?" It's like, "Yeah, I've done the glutes," and he's just like, "A 1, a 2."
And time's up, time's up. Ding, ding, ding. All right. Sleepy Eepies. Taste of the wedding.
Taste of the wedding. So, first off, I'd like to start with we have no idea what this means.
Good. Continue.
But if we're gonna go with a definitive taste, I mean, honestly, is very sweet. You know,
Okay.
we went out there, we had a good time. Our ceremony was
Short,
fantastic.
sweet, and simple.
Short, sweet, and simple. But that's just the ceremony, because the flavors differ a little bit. That reception is a little savory,
You're right.
a little bit more to it, a little bit more meat and potatoes, maybe a little bit of salmon.
No, it was a bop, as they would
Maybe
say.
some
It was
chicken
a
sauce.
regular
Oh,
shindig. Kaya, anything to add on to that, or is that a pretty concise look at what we're thinking?
As the night went on, a few spices were thrown in the mix.
100%.
Not really, just a little drama for other people here and there, or a few exciting things happen.
Did it
Yeah.
overwhelm the dish?
No.
No.
Only
just enough.
added to it, added to the ability to recall it later.
Yeah.
Just little things to add in. At differing intervals too. Absolutely fascinating.
A lot of cilantro, none of it tasted like soap.
That's perfect.
This is why I did this. Okay. We're going to now give the minute, even though I should have given the minute to them while they're talking. That's what I'm going to do next time. We're learning and growing, everyone. We're going to give the minute to the Martins real quick, and I'm actually going to head on over to our color commentary to the youngest of the group. What do you believe the rest of the categories are going to yield?
Well, based on this, they're just gonna have to wing it. You know, I have a feeling since you came up with this, they're gonna have absolutely no idea what any of it means.
Okay. How do you think they're going to use that to their advantage?
Well, it kind of gets them to. Oh God, I'm just reading the fucking thing. It gets them to just kind of say whatever they want about certain aspects of the wedding.
This was terrible. I'm going over to Austin.
All right, fuck you.
Yeah, it's
Back to you, Austin.
Yeah, thank you. It's been, it's we've already seen some good
seconds.
things come out. I like the use of, the 5 spices. I think that are the 5, save. I think that was the good use. I think the reference to potatoes was very good. As we know, the potatoes were amazing. We really did like those potatoes.
And
Staple to successful marriage.
Is good potatoes.
The chicken sauce also fucked.
And we looked in the rule book that we have, which is about, I want to say like 2,000 pages long, and you guys didn't break any rules. So
ding, ding, ding,
so
ding,
far, so
ding.
good.
Thank you, Austin, for that. We're going on
No
back to the Martins. All right, Martins. Taste of the wedding. Question
So
mark.
we liked the direction that they took it. All right. I definitely agree that this is exactly what you meant by the taste of. So we're going to go ahead and say that ours was a bit salty. It was a bit salty because we were out in the sun and everyone was sweating their balls off.
Hot as fuck.
Hot as fuck, man. It was a hot dish. Hot dish.
Hot take right there.
Was definitely a little bit zesty. Had a lot of those moments there of just a little zing. Little bits here and there. Some random people showing up when we were trying to get to the food table. And just stopping us from being able to table touch because they wanted to table touch us first or eat. Definitely had what was the other one there that helped? Yeah,
Sour.
Oh yeah, a little sour right at the end. Just a little, just that little bit of when our music decided to turn off an hour before the party was over.
Kaya, you were a saint during that moment.
We actually are going to go to Sleepy Eepy real quick. Kaya really did come in clutch. The final play, Kaya went in and she's like, we got to get this jumping.
I went for the Bieber, man.
And you know what? It worked.
Just good choices.
I told my friend that story after, and she was like, my favorite detail of this whole thing is that it was Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm so glad it was Justin Bieber.
If you scroll through my Facebook profile, you can find the video from my bachelorette party where I was the only one that knew rap to Baby, and I'm like right front and center, and it just
It's very good.
Chef's kiss.
How did she know?
Finally, it was just a little bit rare because about half of our guests got to try the chicken.
Okay. Was the chicken gone first?
Yeah, the chicken left immediately. It was very good chicken.
So good.
That was pretty good. All right, so we're going to have both of the couples mute real quick, and I'm going to get the points awarded with my team that's been writing everything down, Austin and Danny. We started off at -1 because nobody said, God
is good.
Yeah, God is good, which is a sports necessity, to be completely honest. What are we looking at points-wise?
So I want to kick it off first. I feel like both groups gave us a little bit of this, but what I was looking for was the salt, the fat, the acid, and the heat. And honestly, we're coming through on most of it. So I feel like they're neck and neck as far as the flavor profiles I was looking for.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. I also like the sportsmanship from both couples. I think they did a great job of making sure that they gave each other some compliments here and there. And sportsmanship's really what the game's about at the end of the day. So we think that's important.
So we're thinking 7 and 7?
Yeah, I mean, we could give it a 3-3, but I think a 7-7 is also worthy. So I think that's okay. I think that
Agreed.
Yeah,
We'll figure out this letter thing. I fucked this up.
and that makes it is that good news, everybody? You've both scored weird C's. You've both scored misshapen C's. I hope you're happy about it.
Also, if I could stop you for 1 second, I'd just like to say God is good.
Oh,
Points can't be given retroactively.
we might have to look. We'll look through the rule book here.
I can't squiggle out the 6 and make it a 7.
It's just we'll keep looking through it, and we'll see whether or not a late God is good represents the fact that God is good.
So I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I'm going to improvise. We're going to have both of the couples discuss for a minute because that was stupid. So we're going to have both of them discuss. And then I'm going to give it to the married couple to actually give me their take on it, freestyle, without any conversation. And we're going to see how equipped they are to handle this situation. We're going to start off. Next will be mouth feel. I want you to give me the mouth feel of the wedding. ? Both of you guys start discussing. We will convene at 1:52-ish. Yeah, like 1:51.
Mouthfeel is such an important category.
100%.
Neither one of them had Chinese cooking as a part of it, which, as we know, Chinese cooking is very important with mouthfeel. So they won't get any extra points there. However, I think that mouthfeel is about taking it in, savoring it, and letting it, feel around in your palate. So the important thing is really just to savor the moment, taste, and I think that both weddings had an excellent shot at winning the mouthfeel category.
Thank you. Alrighty, we are going to start off with the Sleepy Eepy. Are you guys prepared?
Not at all, but I'm going to go for it.
All right, cool.
All right, so I think when we go for mouthfeel here, there's something to be said for it was there's some crispness to the mouthfeel. It's very structured.
Mm-hmm.
We put in a lot of effort around the structure of it. And then a little bit of smooth and creaminess as things transition.
Well, as you expected, everything went off flawlessly, which made it crisp, made it calm. But the smooth was really what elevated it to the next level.
That's right. That's right. Very smooth, almost creamy.
Okay.
And then, Kaya, do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, I would go like a fully different direction. I feel like this also is like a good representation of how Zach eats his meals, where he eats. If you have a well-balanced meal, right? Think of like something really basic, like a protein, rice, and like a vegetable, right? He eats them one at a time.
Like a second.
So like he just walked you through was like first it was this, then it was this, then it was this. And which I agree with, but also I eat my meals really differently. I have like a bite of everything and then I continue until it's gone. So I would just say that it felt like really well balanced and nutritious. So it depended on like the moment. At first, if I was like having a bite of a nice salad, like there were moments that felt super fresh and exciting. And then if I like switched it up to some protein, it was like there were some really like hearty, full moments. And it rotated, but the feel rotated a lot. But maybe for him, it was more
rudimentary.
Thanks, bud.
Fresh, full.
All right. Well, that was got a little teary out there. All right. We got mouthfeel for Team Sleepy Eepy. We're gonna go over to the Martins. Are you guys ready?
So going off of what Kaya said there, because that just brainstormed me. You guys have that way of eating. Corey's way of eating is completely different.
All at once.
He is take everything, mix it together, make a giant mash, and eat from the mash.
Stir together everything on the plate and take scoops.
I feel like that is really what our wedding felt like. There was very much like we would be having one feeling and then something would happen and it would like 360 the other direction for feelings. And it was very much, I was like this the entire day, which is good and bad because like it's fun having that. You don't want it too monotonous.
What's
but at
the
same
bite you
time,
would have liked to have taken?
What's the bite I would have liked to take it?
Because his bite it's got everything. It's got orange chicken, it's got chow mein, it's got some sauce. You don't know where he got the sauce. They don't sell the sauce at the restaurant.
Well, that's not available. That's
it's
from home.
the Calvin special.
Yeah, right. What would the bite you would have wanted to have taken?
A little less up and down. I want a gradual up and like a party it out and then a calm down.
You do kind of nibble on your food, I feel. Like you just you're like, well, it's there.
Yep, basically.
Corey's like, consume.
Consume!
Like open vacuum pool.
Look, all right, so here's my experience with this, all right? We had a lot of different textures going on here, all right? There was a lot of different stuff going on, and although it might have been served in one gigantic pile, it was still recognizable in the midst of it, okay? You had some crunchy bits in there, all right? There were some bits where the camera lady decided to come and get the boys for pictures, and we were like, ooh, that's not going to happen, and she's like, why? And we're like,
somebody died.
Not gonna be here for 4 hours. And then, we had
the
some...
part that I did not know about that until after the fact.
No, we're like, hey, we should text her. We should text her.
No. Very specifically, that was a choice that I made. That was not happening. The smooth bit was when she did not realize the things that were going wrong, and then they got fixed, and then it was fine. And then we had, there was a little bit of that, there was a piquancy in there, all right? Just the little pops here and there of the moments where something unexpected, there was a twist, And as she said, we just, 360 no-scoped the fucking vows. That was great. Lots of little moments of like juicy bits there as my friends randomly burst into tears at random moments throughout the day. That was wonderful. I loved every part of that, and you just gotta, all those things combined, you gotta slurp it all together and you get the heterogeneity where it comes in, those moments where there's a standout mouthfeel in the midst of the flavors,
Yes.
And you get it, and then you've got it, and it's good.
Oh, he avoided saying, and we're glad it's over. All right, cool. We're going to consider that in the points. All right, we're going to converse real quick. All right, what are we thinking, team? It is a dead heat right now.
Yeah, I think the first thing that's important to bring up is since it was brought up that we were late to the latter wedding. This entire segment is sponsored by the Gorst Travel Board. Gorst, just don't. Just don't. It's fucking awful. Secondly, I think score-wise, it's important to note that we did have a theme running through both teams, and I think it was important to give props to the team that established the theme. So I think that in this case, we are going to give the 15 love to Team Sleepy Eepy, mostly because they established theme, and we liked that. Nobody talked about how delicious I looked, and I think that it kind of, we could have had a 30 love kind of situation, but until then, it's,
But can I give it up to the Martins? Because
I agree. I think they did really well during this round as well.
I have to say, I love Thanksgiving. I love the mouthfeel of Thanksgiving, and their answer was giving Thanksgiving. All the little flavors, they were there together. They were having fun. Occasionally you'd get a green bean and you're like, whoa, didn't ask for that in this bite. That's okay, because it still went together.
That's right, Danny. I feel like they give when you're here, you're family. So we appreciate that. Yeah.
I feel like Corey slathered it, and Zach used the word creamy to describe his wedding. And really, I think at the end of the day...
there were a lot of white people.
Thank you, Austin. Thank you. Awesome. So what are we thinking?
Of course. That's what I'm here for.
Would 15 love be 15 points? Or is that a singular point?
Let's
and then
check the rule book. I actually don't know the conversion rate.
What did the Martins get because they didn't get a point? Did they just not get points?
No, they get many points.
Okay.
It says team 1 gets 4.5 points, and the second team gets a spotted owl. That's interesting. Yeah, spotted owl. It says right here.
For the Martins.
Yeah, the one spotted owl.
You got it.
I don't make the rules. I just follow them.
It's beautiful.
Awesome.
Owl.
Awesome.
Yeah, it says right here, spotted owl. See, right there. Spotted owl.
What book did you open?
Spotted owl. The rule book. Come on now.
All right, cool, awesome. To save this.
There was even a graph in there that showed the way that the points.
Yeah.
I saw it.
We're using a timeout. One of our players has to go to the bathroom.
Timeout. We have an official timeout.
Okay, so
Timeout.
we're gonna riff a little bit, and then Corey's gonna go grab shots.
We're actually. I thought we were gonna have the mascots run. Are we not gonna have the mascots?
Epic, run around in a circle.
Yeah, Epic, can you get up and run around the circle?
Run around in a
I'm not
circle.
running around
In a fucking circle. You're on camera. Run around in a circle.
Yeah, I got the basket.
Yeah, run him around in a circle. I don't know what we're missing here.
Yeah.
Gold team rules.
We'll do
like
the hat shuffle.
Like to see a cat in a box.
Yeah, let's get a cat in the
Yes.
box real quick.
There's a cat in the box.
Yeah.
Cat in a box. Oh, cat in a box.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Jeez, so fancy.
We've
She's
had it a month.
she's so comfy.
Let it go.
That's like the perfect. Is that like her perfect box, like that size? Wow.
It's giving. If I fits, I sits.
Got it.
So what was the final thing? Sorry.
You got an owl.
A spotted owl.
You got a
One spotted owl.
spotted owl. And then they got a spotted cat. I think we're going in with
We did.
like, the synergy and stuff.
Synergy.
All right, Austin, we've had a good first couple of rounds. We're just getting something filled up. Moving into the third round out of 6. What are your projections?
Well, I think it's been a tough race so far. I think it's been a tough battle between both. And I think that making a projection this early really feels foolish. There's a lot of game left, a lot to leave out on the field.
We're about to get to the height of it all. So.
Oh my God. Corey's about to sit down, so we're going to get it started again. Welcome back. We were in round 3. Guys, she's on fire. Love that woman. We've got the next category, everyone. How high does it get you? Now, I want you to think about the wedding, and I want you to think of how high does it get you? Not how high did it get you? That's a past tense. This is a current thing. How high does it get you? What are we looking for? You can be high in THC, high in CBD, high off that fucking, delicious edibles, whatever you're looking for. But the wedding, how high does it get you? Question mark. Players mute. And we're going to discuss the topic. Austin and Danny, you want to open it up?
Yeah, I think this is a really complicated category. I think that at the end of the day, it's a toss up, right? And it's about about the jump ball, right?
Yeah.
How much can you get off that initial bounce?
Okay.
Right. And I think that with a tip off, it can really go either way.
Those dopamine levels, they're everywhere. It's really about where did they land? How are they feeling now?
Yeah. Showing up, competing. Yeah. No, we think the important thing is in this category is for us, I think it's as many puns as you can possibly get out. That's just our opinion, though. So.
I think realistically, you guys have already approached it. Having not competed, but still veterans of the sport. I believe you guys have a good say. You were always the best ball boy ball girl combo that SDSU has ever seen. It was the slugs didn't have it coming. They weren't really seeing your potential once you transferred down. I believe transferred back home. I believe it was a really good transition, and really the team you were looking for at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think that part of this category was what originally made our relationship tick. Back in the day. And I think the other thing is, being an expert at having been married, I did smoke a random bowl of weed with a homeless man during my wedding. So
Yes.
We did do that.
we did do that.
Yes.
Oh, God. All right, cool. We're going to switch over to the Sleepy Eepy team because, God damn it, I made a lot of bad decisions at Austin's wedding. All right, unmute team. Wedding. How high does it get you? Question mark.
Okay. I think reminiscing on the whole thing is like smoking a good sativa dominant pre-roll.
Okay.
Very euphoric and uplifting.
So you wouldn't buy an ounce of it. You think it would taint the experience?
Yeah.
You just want a good pre-roll? You just want a good roll, get through the cleaning?
It's like just a bouncy feeling. I want to dance and shake my ass around as I'm cleaning. And then I want to eat some food. and probably watch a good show and then pass out. And that's like all I want out of life most of the time. And thinking about the wedding pretty much brings that. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that I have too much to add there. I think that's it is. I think sativa heavy is right. Maybe like an 80-20, a little bit of indica, little bit of sleepiness here or there, but not in a bad way. Kind of like that rolling off
to take the edge off.
Kind of no stress, kind of calm, nice heady. It's good. It makes you feel good. Euphoric is the right word.
Euphoric and uplifting.
Euphoric and uplifting. I think that is the high that we found.
Is there a moment that you can pick from that and just?
There was definitely some lemonine. Like y'all had a bit of there's a lot of different terpene profiles going on there. I feel it. Yeah.
You seem to have made the ultimate party bowl of flavors. You managed to bring together so many different strains that normally people wouldn't have mixed together, and created a very luscious and uplifting, euphoric kind of high that I was able to brag about to everyone. No one cared, but I told everyone. Told everyone about the weekend, told everyone about this, so it was a wonderful experience, and you definitely made that party bowl happen. I don't know how, but you made that party bowl happen.
I think, were you asking about a moment or something?
Kind of. What moment would you say is the best part of the joint?
Oh, okay. So this is what comes to mind for me. I hope you were all around the dance floor when this was going on, but Footloose.
Yes.
Oh, God. The guy kicking off his shoes. But everybody had their best moves on during that song. And it was just like the live band. Everyone was vibing. The shoes were flying. We were footloose. And it was a good time. All generations.
Kevin Bacon did it again. He just did it again.
I was singing Call Me Al and turned around to a man that was probably 60 or 70 years old who was also singing Call Me Al. And we sang. And then your mom came over with the camera or whatever that was. Like where she was. Yeah, the microphone. I got handed the mic. I got handed the mic and really an honor.
Explain.
Yes.
My mother, her go-to dance move, which by the way, my mom is not really like a dancey woman. She's pretty reserved. I'm more like than she is. But she was just feeling it, and her go-to dance move for several hours was to just go up to anybody and hold up a microphone, not a real one, just like this, so that they could sing into it. For an exceptionally long time, too. Like, when she did it to me, I was like, man, she's still going. Hey, I'm just trying to boogie, but I got to karaoke or something. But
the point of that is...
She's a real gem.
The point of that is Kaya's stepdad will be buying Kaya's mom a fake mic for Christmas, and we're all going to...
This is the only thing
we're all going to enjoy that
about during the holidays is my mother and her mic.
Just prefer to lie alone. Captain of my styrofoam. Just me, myself, and my motherfucking microphone. We're going to go on to the Martins real quick. All right, Martin, same question. How high does it get you? God, I love that everyone's answering so thoroughly. This is beautiful. I thought people would be like, it gets you stoned. Next question. Thank you so much, guys. This is awesome. Anyways, continue.
Overall, positive that our venue was so 420 friendly. We could get a pretty high nonetheless, but
that was nice. That was nice. Really didn't have to go out of our way to like hide anything or anything like that. No,
just not
very on board with that. But that's not answering the question. That's just an observation.
That's just a cool observation. Yeah,
it was nice.
I was stoned as hell. It was beautiful.
Come to LA, share a few laughs. So here's the deal. I feel like there was definitely a weed element to this high. I would call it like a hybrid. It had an interesting terpene profile, but more so than anything, there's a certain goomy element to this high. All right. All right, because like...
You think you were hallucinating on mushrooms? Like, is that what we're kind of seeing right there?
Well, so when I'm looking back on this, like, there's a lot of smears in the perception, right? And a lot of moments that, just like,
oh my God.
You know, you're looking through this, like...
You're like, oh, wait, that did happen.
Right. Really thinking back on it, and oh, fuck. Oh, God, that was a thing, you know? It was a whole thing. And really, there was a body high to it of just like, we're here thinking back on it. It's just running through you. There's like a bit of a slideshow going on, but a lot of perception in moments there. But then on top of that, it's a bit of an Adderall feel. It's a bit of a super hyper focus, you know? Like, because in those moments where those flashes come, man, they are perfectly outlined. You get like a clear picture of the stuff that's going on here. And so how high does it get you? I'd say it gets me pretty fucking high, man. Like, you know, it definitely, it gets my heart rate going. But there's a body, like a slow, like a after effects element to it, you know? Like, we're getting a little bit of trails. We're getting a little bit of like, man, that light looks interesting. But at the same time, there's also, why did people come and talk to us when we sat down before we were about to start food after the guy announced food? Clearly, we're going to table touch. Hyper-focus moment on this. Clearly, we're going to table touch. What the fuck are you doing?
I just want to eat a taco.
We're only going to be able to eat one taco, like, for fuck's sake.
So you both took an eighth of shrooms. At a certain point of a shroom trip, you have something called a peak.
Mm-hmm.
What would be the peak for your guys' reminiscence? What's a peak? What's a memory that was just the peak? Like, I am frying so fucking hard right now.
It was after we had taken our extra pictures with like the Starbucks people and like taken Corey and I's pictures. And it was finally when I was able to like focus on partying. And I think it was because I got high or something started playing. And I just go running across the yard in my dress trying to find Corey just so we could dance. And I'm like, where's my husband? It was like the first moment that like sat in like, damn, it's official now. Like, I'm just like running, like you see it in the movies. You see, running in a dress.
It in the movies.
It's like in the movies. So yeah.
Now for me, I'd say that moment came a little bit early. Definitely shrooms, like right when we were doing our private vows.
Oh God.
Like at the first look there. That was that moment for me.
I don't know if you guys did private vows, Zach or Kaya, but it killed us. Literally. Because
both
right
of us
after
bawling
the
our
first look.
fucking in front of a camera that was like 3 feet away. Super cool.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it's
No,
gonna be
just
great
act
to look back
normal,
on
act
this.
natural.
Yeah, right. Just right.
Like overall, I'm glad of the decision, but at the same time, I'm like, dang, could you have not stood a little further back and got a zoom lens?
I would have appreciated
It's a
if you had, like,
personal moment. It's a personal moment, you guys. Just relax.
Yeah,
Relax, guys.
I gotta say, the photographer was on one.
She was on cocaine, okay?
That's where I got the Adderall. What are you talking about?
She's not an actual professional photographer. That's a fun fact for you.
She's just a
She
lady
is
that's
a
going balls
family
in.
friend of my mom. My mom went to high school with her. And she was like, oh, I do photography. I can do your daughter's wedding. And so like, I wouldn't change it because I feel like she didn't charge us anything. It was just like whatever we would tip her. So I was like, that's a win.
It was a win and it had a lot of manic energy. And if I'm being honest,
We needed it.
Austin, I would have preferred you as my photographer, but I needed
Accurate.
No buttering up the judges now.
True, actually. This is a great play. We are going to cut it off there, guys.
We've said that since day one. We've said that since day one.
We are going to cut it off there. I see a little bit of grease in the wheels here, and I got to keep my judges impartial. Judges, hello again, you beautiful people. Thank you guys so much. I'm sorry that you guys looking through the book is not going to be on camera, but I enjoyed every moment of it. So I want you guys to know that. Yes.
I want to tell another story.
Okay, fine. We're talking about weddings. What's up?
This was like another moment that sticks out. So I had to do my first pee break.
All kidded?
What?
All kidded and fitted? Like.
Yeah. So I found Claire, my maid of honor, and Rose. And first I found Claire, I was like, pee break? She's like, yeah. And then Rose was around. I'm like, Rose, pee break? She's like, yeah. So we went into the little like rooms area. And it was so nice because we had a moment to breathe and we were like, wow, this is we are having a great time. We're all just having such a great time. And then I go to pee and my Spanx has a crotch hole in it. So I didn't even have to take my Spanx off. And I was like, I'm not really sure how this is going to work. Also peeing with the door open because we're just having a girl moment.
Yeah.
And I like squat to go pee. And the most Kim Kardashian, man, like I've always been skeptical of Spanx, but like, man, that woman made a good product because it just like, I sat down and like the seas parted of the Spanx. And I just pee. And it was like such an amazing moment of like, wow, look at this. Like, I'm wearing this beautiful dress. I'm taking a piss. My girls are here. Like, I'm married. It was a good moment.
Mine had
Moses, just like, oh!
Wait, what, Ashley?
I said mine had a zipper, and I think that's like the best invention they ever had. Because I'm like, oh, this gives me so much access. I don't have to worry about like getting like it was
so good.
Thank you for that, Kai. That's amazing.
Euphoric and
Euphoric and uplifting, dog. All right. Keeping with the motif. God damn, that was funny. All right, judges. We've had a couple. I know that Austin was taking a couple bets. You smacked his hand, so he couldn't. Because, we're impartial. We got to be impartial. But, what are we looking at for these two couples? They did. How high does it get you? Even more arbitrary of a topic than the first two combined, almost. And what are we looking at?
Yeah, I just like to say, starting at the beginning, much like Shohei Ohtani, I am willing to take money under the table and take bets. That's fine with me. I have no problems with that.
Sleepy EP. I am getting some heavy methylene deoxymethamphetamine from you guys. That MDMA vibes, fully from the wedding, fully from your response.
Lots of dancing.
Feel it. It was good. It was a roller coaster of emotions in the most positive of ways.
I also danced with Kaya's mom. That's true. Yeah,
It's
that
very
did
true.
happen during
Absolutely.
the wedding. Yes. And as far as we need a team name for the first team name. Do we know?
The Martins.
The Martins. The Martins were giving pining, 100%.
Yeah.
Terps,
Yeah.
heavy terps, all the way.
No.
Loved it.
No.
Felt it. And that psilocybin, I understood.
Yeah.
Everything you were saying.
I understand that reference. Yeah.
I felt the vibe.
I felt very much like that.
DJ was giving psilocybin. Everyone was given psilocybin.
The DJ was
I
on
feel like
mushrooms.
that was a good descriptor of the day itself. I think back to our wedding and it feels like a series of blurs and it feels like a lot of moments strung together. So I did appreciate that. So for this category, I am going to give 4.20 points to the Martins. Congratulations, Martins. And then mostly on the backs of Kaya's amazing euphoric story there at the end there, we're going to give the 2.4 points to the O'Neill. Oh, sleepy Eepies. I'm sorry. There we go.
But the most important part is that the vibes all around were not just ephemeral, they were eternal.
Oh, that could not have said it better myself. I actually did have a wonderful opportunity to hang out with one of the judges and one of the brides at the Martins' wedding. We sauntered off into a grove and smoked a joint. These two ladies looking wonderful in their dresses. I was sloppy with my whole thing undone and everything, but it was one of those moments where I was like, oh, this is my fucking family, dog, for sure. It was like just me like posted up with Kaya, posted up with Danny, smoking a joint, away from the kids. Kaya looked radiant in her dress and at this wedding, and the kids thought she was Sleeping Beauty or Snow White or whatever the fuck. One of the fucking things. And these three kids were chasing after her, like, pay attention to me, pay attention to me, pay attention to me. And we had to go smoke this joint. So like Kaya had to like run like defense and be like, all right, kids, like fuck off, but like nicely. And then like we figured it out. They didn't chase us into the forest. It was really cool, but had a really positive experience. So I do actually
hide and seek, and they were waiting.
Oh yeah, that was the excuse. We were playing hide and seek. I would like to award a point to the Martins for that wonderful experience because I got to hang out with the girls a little bit. That was pretty fucking dope. So we're actually just gonna edit that. Assume that I put a 5.2 because these numbers.
If anyone was wondering where this judge was, I was extremely intoxicated talking to the groom's mother. So.
And she loved that conversation.
Thank you. Yeah.
Austin's all faded talking to mom. And mom's
I'm away from Teresa.
I was
Grace service was just D1 Austin.
While you were all doing
On a
that,
mission to my maid of honor's car, and I was like, "Can you fill this Tito's for me?" and he actually came back with it. And
I was like drunking. I was like already like a little bit drunk by that point, so I'm like pouring through this like super. It was really funny because I had to come back the first time. I'm gonna tell this story. So it was really funny. I had to come back to the first time. I got sent to the car, and you said. You said
I just gave you a Subaru with a pink decal on the back.
Yes, and I was like, "This is Pacific Northwest. Do you know how many Subarus?"
There were 7 in the lot. There were 7 of them.
There's a lot of Subarus.
A lot of Subarus.
What were you gonna say?
Giant pink decal on the back windshield.
What were you gonna say,
with a
Zach?
cross.
You had something, Zach?
I was just gonna say, while Austin was talking to Teresa and the girls were off smoking with you, I was probably sitting down in the men's trailer, peeing through my Skims, through my Spanx, and that was
Like Moses parting the seas.
parted like the sea, like the Red Sea.
Like the
And
Red.
that's where
It's
I
the Red
was.
Sea. You need to go see a doctor. Okay.
All right. That was an amazing category. That was the best one I thought of so far. You're so amazing. I'm gonna put a point on my chart. All right.
Good job, Calvin.
That's a short right there.
All right. We've got
I'm
the
not
next.
talking about the Spanx.
Heyo. We are going to give another minute or I don't know, an amount of time to the couples to think about lasting effects, another wonderfully calculated category. So we're going to mute up. We're going to talk with our significant others about that lasting effect, and we're going to talk to our judges. Actually, we're going to go to Epic real quick, everyone. We're going to go to Epic. Epic doesn't have a face, so I'm going to have Austin reacting to what Epic says. Epic, give us your 2 cents here.
Well, I do like how they're kind of mixing. I do like how I forgot the fucking team names. All right, I'm canceled.
Gold Team and
do like how the-
Sleepy EP, Gold Team, or the Martins.
I do like how Sleepy EP kind of when they describe each and every part of their wedding, it's more like one and one. Like I've heard them say, it's just like they eat the meal one at a time to try and enjoy each and every part of it. And I also do like how the Martins just kind of mix everything up and just have it and just eat it all at once, so that it's a nice you get a nice bit of everything with every single bite.
And you feel like they've been really elaborating on that and crutching that almost in their responses.
Yeah, almost like that's the only thing that they're able to think of during.
Oh,
this
in a
time.
moment, in about a minute and a half of arbitrary time for a vague topic.
Yeah, should have probably been like 2 minutes, but we work with what we got.
I'm sorry, Epic. The correct answer was for lasting effects. It's going to last forever. This is our friend's love. How dare you?
Danny, you want to add anything on to that?
+1.
+1. Oof. All right, get wrecked, nerd. All right. We're gonna start off with the Sleepy EP. Sleepy EP.
I feel like we need to go to the Martins first.
Oh, are we going to the Martins? Okay. You know what?
Yeah,
I was going baseball because we got the baseball thing.
that's fine.
But we're gonna switch it up. Fuck it. We're gonna.
This is a series. This isn't a This is where we're switching.
We're really
venues.
shaking it up. We're really
This is
shaking
the
it up.
NLDS. All right, we got to switch venues.
That's fair. You got to switch sides. Like, you don't know which side of the court's going to be better off, right?
Major
Like hockey,
League.
you do one period on this side, one period on that side, one period on this side, one period on that side.
You even watch badminton, Calvin?
All right. Martins, you're up.
Hey, all I'm saying is that one game that we watched, Bachelor Twins versus the Twins, oh my God. Best TV I've watched in a long time.
So good.
How drunk were you?
I wasn't trash. That was pretty shitty.
We spent 40% of Corey's bachelor party watching the Olympics.
And it was
Not-
worth it. I was very happy with that.
We watched breakdancing, the Olympic breakdancing, the morning of my wedding, me and my maid of honor.
They got to see the Australia thing.
Yeah.
The ray gun. Oh, yes.
Very good.
popular.
Did you hear that she got given like mental health, like services because of everything that was going down?
I'm sure she did. It
They
was
were giving her like therapy or
that
something.
had torn her apart.
Well, she apparently
Ashley,
sorry, it's my topic.
let's lasting effects.
Sorry, lasting effects. Olympics, that's the lasting effect.
The Olympics is the lasting effect. We are in gold. We are in gold in this household, baby. Yeah, okay. Lasting effect. First off, first lasting effect, we lost a lot of money. And then second lasting effect, we gained a lot of money. Really weird. I don't know how that happens at the same time, but it did. And it feels very odd. yeah, just a very, very weird, like, seems like cross purposes, somehow parallel. Don't know how that works. That's fine.
If I can interject for one moment, Corey, I asked you for this the day of the wedding, but I still need you to send me your guys' registry website so that we can get you a gift. We
Let
still
me get my phone. I will send it to
Sorry,
Kaya right now.
There's a lot of things that's been going on, man.
So, Martins,
before I forget,
Martins, is that your final answer, or what are we looking at?
Oh no, we got more to add on to that.
Okay, wonderful.
So, like, struck through the heart, more of like a deep moment. One thing that I have lasting effects on is I found out who really your true friends and family are in this kind of whole thing. I had two bridesmaids drop out, both cousins. I had a friend who basically I've known for 12 years, 13 years, basically say, screw you. Like, you learn truly who your friends and family are, to say the least.
And as a counterpoint to that, you know, we got lasting effect. I feel like we got to show a lot of people who, you know,
we got to see truly who
we got
to be there for us.
We got to see who wanted to be there for us, and we got to show those people how we feel about that. You know what I mean? Like that's a good lasting effect. I feel like we have the right people there. That's the lasting effect, is that those are the right people, and they're going to be the ones that are there forever. You know?
I really feel like something that I preach all the time is, you know, Ohana showed up. Ohana really showed up for both weddings. Like, I feel like at the end of the day, like, and Ohana, if you guys don't know, lore, you know, can I harass you lore time? Ohana is Zach, Austin, Corey, and I. We're the Ohana boys, and the official 5 out of 4 members, because Eli has done a Trinity Bowl. Check out one of our episodes to see what that means. It's like the last 3 episodes. I think it was 48 or something, or 38. But with these weddings, we've also been able to push forward and be like, okay, we got our family, but now it's like, you know, like I was saying, like my girls, Kaya, fucking Ashley, fucking Danny, like these are the people holding down my boys. You know what I mean? They're insufferable. They're fucking terrible human beings, but these girls, these ladies, these women, love the fuck out of them. And I really appreciate that.
We have extended Ohana for good.
Yeah.
Yes. I was going to say, I see a lot of Long Beach vacations in our future. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Look at that. We're going to Miami. Woo!
Miami.
I've never been to Miami. I'm not going there. Too much cocaine. I'll have fun.
I would preach for Disney World, but that's just me.
It's sinking into the swamp. We'll go to Disneyland. We'll make it easy. But anyways, sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to say, like, you know, Ohana boys for life. Fucking Ohana, we love you. You know what I mean? It's a family thing. Yeah. It's a situation, and having you guys added on has been super cool, because it really was like, oh man, I hope one of their girlfriends isn't a bitch. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, you're like, wow, I really hope they don't suck. And you guys don't, and that's super cool. It's been a really great bonus. If you did, we'd still, you know, be like, all right, yeah, I guess we'll see you at Thanksgiving. But it's, you know, it's one of those things that I like. I'm excited to go hang out with these people. I'm excited to do this silly thing we're doing here with these people, and I do appreciate that. Sorry, that's my little standpoint. I've been very quiet the entire time. You guys know I've been good.
So I just like to say, no one could have been the bitch, because I'm the bitch. That's my job. How dare you?
Austin,
he makes a valid point.
I literally opened one of the episodes calling Austin a bitch, and it's recorded. So like, that means it's real. So
this is what happens on the internet stays on the internet.
All right. Is that what we're lasting affecting, guys? Is that what we're looking at?
Yeah,
I feel like that's it. Yeah.
All right. Thank you for being open, honest, and your candor is so appreciated. I love this so much. This is amazing. We are going to Sleepy Eepy. Lasting effects wedding ?
All right. So real quick, I'd just like to say one other thing, and that's you brought up the Trinity Bowls, and I'm so very glad for all of us involved that none of our weddings entailed salvia.
Oh yeah, no, I was thinking about it, but I was like, no, that's scary.
That would have been that if somebody had said, "Oh, it's like salvia," I'd have been like, "Oh no." So really proud of all.
Your step grandma might have, but that's a whole different story. So
she was hitting the Benjamin hard, bro.
She was hitting the Benjamin hard, bro.
God, I hate her.
Middle of the goddamn Chingavera, just like
so much.
This is recorded. so
This is
I can't
recorded.
say
It's
that.
on the. Don't send this to my grandpa.
hey, comment and like just if we should send this to Zach's grandpa. Yeah.
Comment below. Comment below.
Comment squirrel gooning if we should send this to his grandpa.
Do not clip.
Lasting effects.
Told me my ass looked great,
That she did do that. That was a nice compliment.
and I appreciated that.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, so lasting effects. First of all, like it's so hard to just narrow down to a few of them. I mean, we are married. This is forever. I've told Kaya this because I'm not planning another wedding in my lifetime. So if she wants to get rid of me, she's going to have to kill me. Like this is the only way out of
That's
this.
fair, Kai, and I think you got a good shot.
That's I'm pretty. You just go straight for that left knee. I crumple. It's easy.
I second that point.
Yeah, Corey knows. I told that story at their wedding. For those who don't know, lore. I met Corey. He dislocated my knee. It's great.
Ruined
We
his
learned
sports career forever. He had to work on his brain.
some catch up to do. But yeah, so it's we're married, which is a beautiful, wonderful thing, and we're very excited for.
That is a lasting effect. They actually legally bind that shit. It's crazy. You got to get a lawyer.
No, it is in a file somewhere with the county. And also on that note, signing a wedding certificate a little bit more complicated than I thought it was going to be.
Did you have a notary?
No,
You don't have to notarize?
With King County, you get a marriage packet and they send you the packet. It's all like pre-notarized, and so you just have to do all your signing.
How are you going to
stuff.
pre-notarize?
I don't know.
Isn't that illegal? Marriages are illegal. All right.
It's stamped and whatnot, so it's an
This is
official
boring.
document.
Let's
Anyway,
keep going.
yeah.
So
Anyway.
we went to actual just the city office and was like, we would like to get married, please, and applied in person. And they literally just gave us the entire packet in person.
Mhm.
And then we went and you did like a whole signing afterward. And then we just took it back in person and got everything right then. Like,
Oh, nice. Yeah, we did it all. Yeah.
Kaya, lasting effects.
Sorry.
Oh, one thing that's really fun is, having everyone that we love all in the same place was so fucking cool. Like, I don't think that will ever happen again on that like magnitude. And kind of following that, because everyone we love was there, now every time I talk to anybody, they're just telling me about how great our wedding was.
That's true. That's a lot of fun.
And I love to be told that I'm great, and anything associated with me is great. And I feel like that's just, I love that we were able to planning a wedding is a pretty big lift.
Mhm.
And I think a lot of people don't do it for that reason or other reasons.
Mhm.
But like, I'm glad we did it for ourselves, but I'm also glad we did it for our community. Like, I feel like we really were able to throw like an event and an experience that like meant a lot to a lot of people and like gave people such a good common experience and like window into our lives and our relationship and our love, and like getting to just like have that experience with everyone we love was like just so fucking cool. And like, I feel like it strengthened both our relationship, but also like all of my relationships
Mhm.
in a way that I wasn't necessarily expecting, but like I just like feel really grateful for. Like, I feel closer to everyone in my life after that, and I think that is just like really, really cool.
Yeah, and to tail on to that, actually, another big lasting effect that I appreciate is now, like, Kaya's got her bridesmaids, and I've got you guys, and that has kind of like intermingled some. So like, that intermingling of the friend groups and seeing that kind of now, if like say we wanted to go out and grab dinner in Seattle and Claire wanted to come along. And you guys know who Claire is.
Fuck yeah, it's Claire Dope. What's good?
Yeah,
and the dude with
exactly.
the mustache from Dago. Like, let's go. Like,
yeah, yeah. It's like it's one of those things where it kind of allows our community to intermingle and grow kind of more organically that way, which is a really nice thing because it just makes
we did
fun.
like a reality TV thing in that Airbnb. Like it was kind of a movie, you know what I mean? And I know like, oh, my life's a fucking movie. No, my life is a movie. I'm the fucking main character, but this isn't about me today. This is about them. It was literally like I was walking through, dude, I'd be walking down to go smoke a cigarette. Austin walks up. Hey, you want a disc? I'm like, I guess I'll finish this cigarette. I just take one more big inhale and we go disc golf. I'm walking down. People are wandering around. Hey, Calvin, how you doing? Oh, I'm usually just smoking a cigarette alone, scared and sad. I go up, I'm greeted by all these people. Hey, you want some coffee? We're getting breakfast. Don't pay me. And we didn't have to pay the nice lady that gave me the chocolate mousse or for the beer at the rehearsal dinner. And that was cool. Like,
Oh yeah,
I don't even know what you're talking.
the rehearsal dinner. It was the cheesecake.
yeah, but I kept coming over to Zach. I'm like, who do I Venmo? And Austin's like, Calvin, you don't have to Venmo anybody. This is just existing. This is just, it's just happening. And I'm like, but who?
Somebody paid for it, but it wasn't.
I don't
you.
know who. I got 3 beers. Like it was great.
I kept telling him dog's paying for it.
It was my parents specifically covered that.
I
dog's
would have
paying
drank
for it.
way more. No, but that was amazing. But no, lasting effects, definitely. I felt very connected. Whenever I would enter a room, I'd be greeted warmly. Even like, the 30 seconds I talked to Jordan and oh my God,
Alyssa?
what was her name? Alyssa, like the 30 seconds I talked to them, it was just like warm, comforting. Then they'd wander away. I'm like, hey, thank you for talking to me. And they'd be like, what? And I'm like, never mind. You keep walking. You're fine. But it was just, very good, weird, quick connection. You know what I mean? And that was that fucking power bowl you made, that party bowl. All right. Any other lasting effects for you guys? That was beautiful. Zach, yours was terrible. I want you to know that. And we will think about that.
Listen, I married up for a reason.
Because she's better at you at arbitrary topics. -1. All right, we're going to the judges.
Many other things.
Don't take that away from me.
We're going to, all right, I won't. It was just going into my consideration. All right, now we have to do,
Record. There
all
you
right,
go,
we're doing basketball shots, Austin, so it can't be tennis. It's got to be basketball points. So do you think?
Well, I actually had already decided on the scores.
All right, even better. I
So I will
apologize.
do that.
Also, they look
I thought
super
both
cute. Let's look
teams-
at the professionally married couple real quick.
Professionally married?
Professionally married.
Can you
Twice, actually.
You can't speak, sir. We're
Ooh.
the judges are deliberating.
So good we did it twice. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I can't interrupt the judges. Oh no.
They're deliberating.
So we think both teams really, really touched us in that round. I think it was a really deeply emotional round. And I think it's really hard to parse the scores here. So we're going to give them scores for how long I think their love is going to last. So 2 sideways 8s. 2 sideways 8s for everybody.
All right. Well, you know what? It's tough, but it does even them up a little bit because an owl and a 2-point squiggle plus an infinity for both really kind of rounds them out. So we're just going to do one of these real quick. And
That's an 8.
Yeah,
He did 2 8s.
okay, so
What is that a hippo?
But yeah, what if it's like a cat now? Look at that. That's like a cat right there.
That's a
It's like
hippo.
maybe a dragon.
Like a
I see a
dragon.
dragon.
Now,
Little wings that haven't grown yet.
didn't know our scores were going to be a Rorschach test.
I love it.
it's really about the hits that we're going to go over.
While we're here, I really want to give a shout out though to the Martins for really discussing the act of gift giving, and how you give the gift of an experience and the gift comes back. Beautiful.
I want to give a shout out to Zach. The shout out I've given him every time. You did good. You really could have boofed this like 1,000 ways, and you have just persevered like no other. And I'm very proud of you because I talk shit about you. You're garbage, but I understand that the growth you have gone through is just phenomenal. And on that same note, though, I want to also yell at Corey. I don't know how you've done this, and I'm very proud of you because at the end of the day, your commitment to perseverance that we had to experience in that other house has really honed us as warriors of life. And I believe that you went into this stressed to death, but nothing is as stressful as living at that fucking apartment, Corey. We're fine. Everything's fine after this. And you have found such a person to cancel out and to balance out all of the things that you don't like. You know what I mean? You guys are
I
very...
think the underlying theme here is that he thinks that you're both garbage people.
I think
We married up.
rephrase on that. All 3 of us married up.
Agreed.
I think Austin married triple up. I don't know how the hell that happened. That was nuts. I don't know how you could do he looked at the ladder and he went, fuck it, and just
You know how like
floated.
interest works with the longer that you like have done the thing, the more the interest builds. Like it's because I got in really early. And so the interest has just started to just,
what Danny got into was an investment really early, and she was expecting it to just go up and up and up, and it just kind of.
Oh, we're going up now, right? The food he cooks now. I don't cook anymore.
No, Austin fucks
Brilliant.
with the
I don't
cooking.
know any other house.
It is started to tilt back up. I agree.
I
with
remember Austin's first cooking foray was crepes. He was like, "No, bro, I'll make you a fucking crepe, dog." I'm like, "Okay, that's the only thing you know how to make," because he was so excited because mom didn't cook. I don't even know if they had pots and pans. It was just one of the
We had a microwave.
and a whole thing of Oreos that Corey wasn't allowed to eat.
Well, after the first time.
All right, so the score is currently alien figure to hippopotamus, and I really think that it's anyone's game at this point. So we're gonna go into the second to last round. Bonus round's quick. Don't worry, guys. This is the toughest one. I want you to talk about the difficulty wedding ? Now, that does not mean how difficult it was. That means difficulty marriage ? You guys can mute up. You got a little couple times to talk. I'm going to go over to Epic. Do you have anything to say constructive?
All right. Well, I feel like this one, like you said, will be the hardest one for them all. It really will require them to think. You can see on their cameras to get their thinking caps on.
They do have their thinking caps. Kaya inquisitively looking at Zach, and Corey and Ashley just hashing out like, what is he talking about? It's beautiful. Thank you. We're going to head back to our judges. Danny and Austin, what are we looking at for difficulty?
Obviously, this we think is the crucial round. We think this is the crux of the round. And, we'd be tallying the scores. We're ready to announce the winners at the end. And, we're here and we're excited for the penultimate
I
round.
want to hear their interpretation of difficulty. This is something I'm very passionate about, and I must know.
Yeah, we think this round specifically is going to be, not easy, like kind of
Hard?
hard. There's
Tough.
some word for it. We'll work on it. Yeah.
Or difficile,
Muy difficile.
Yeah, Swedish chef, am I right?
Baby, I don't want to be a kiss my rose because I'm seal. Oh.
All right, I'm going to look at a cat and see who starts.
You were given Dave Matthews at the beginning of that Seal impression, though.
His impressions are always not what he says they are. It is fantastic. He will do an impression, but what comes out
He's
of
like
his mouth
Crispin
and what
Glover.
he told you was going to come out of his mouth, not the same.
All right, so
Can you do a Kermit staring at the sunrise?
Rainbow connection. See, what is that? What is that?
okay, so
What is that?
I'm gonna have all right, so pick Dory or Hobbs. I'm gonna start with team EP.
Okay, to us.
Yeah, Dory or Hobbs.
Dory or Hobbs. Dory. Okay.
All right, cool. She is licking herself currently, so you guys are gonna go first. We're gonna go with difficulty.
This is scientific, guys. Okay, there's a method.
One's
There's a rule book.
one's asleep and he's sleeping at the wheel, which means he's not going to drive the car.
Rulebook says yes.
Sounds accurate.
+1 to Calvin. All right, Kaya, difficulty marriage ?
So, thinking about the term difficulty as it's applied to things like video games or
Okay.
being a teacher, like a challenge problem, right?
Mhm.
I think it has more to do with effort than anything else. And so I feel like thinking of difficulty, it's like the more effort you put in, the more reward you experience.
All right.
And Zach,
Okay, so the Webster Dictionary defines difficulty as the quality of being hard to do, understand, or deal with.
like you.
I am all of those things. So when it comes to the concept of difficulty, we really just need to backfill it with the name Zach, and then we've arrived. No, it's I think that when it comes to the difficulty, it is what we make it. We can make things more difficult for ourselves, or we can make things easier for ourselves.
Teamwork.
We've got the slider, like in a video game. We can choose our own adventure here. And so in terms of
That
where
is
we're
violently
at,
accurate.
our communication, our ability to kind of like recognize places where we can work on things,
Problem-solving skills.
our problem-solving skills, really does a lot.
Collaboration.
Collaboration. It does a lot to taking that difficulty slider, and instead of being like all the way at like, you know, master difficulty, hellish, we're coasting easy right now because we have those tools, those skill sets that allow us to navigate,
To rise to the
things
occasion.
and rise to the occasion. That's
Okay.
right.
All right.
And I had to find a way to include the Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines difficulty.
Wouldn't
as.
think of anything less of you, or less from you. Kaya, you did great. You worked with the two strengths that you guys have, which is how to teach children to listen and how to teach a child to listen. Thank you. We're gonna move. I'm gonna move on to the Martins next. All right, Martins, we got difficulty marriage ?
Knowledge.
So all I know is that I'm playing easy
You
for
look
babies
so
mode.
sunburned.
Okay, I am so sunburned. Look at this shit. Look at that.
You
Look
look
at that. I got
so
fucking bra
fucked
marks,
up.
man.
Sorry, continue.
I'm playing easy for babies mode, all right?
What does that mean?
Well, see, the thing is, she's on Ultra Nightmare, all right? And I'm feeling like together we're giving FromSoft.
We went with gaming. These men are simple.
Yes.
It works, you know?
Hey, if you need a present, video game.
It works.
Difficulty marriage ? Finish it off. What the fuck?
Video game, period.
All right. So they're going to fight the same boss 100 times and then pull off the perfect execution.
Yes,
And that
after
same boss.
general planning. After careful.
Yeah.
I can't.
Well, you got to die to it at least once.
What does that mean? Local Kent woman sentenced to 25 years after, quote, helping her boyfriend or her husband understand what FromSoft means. I'll take it. I'll
I
take
see
it.
it now. It's in the headlights now.
Yeah, because I don't think Corey could kill anyone. He'd try, but he'd be like, I'm not feeling it. He'd get bored halfway through. Like, this is a lot of effort. You know what I mean? Corey's like, well, I need a cold beer.
I'd just like to say, God is good. Just taking a quick break there. Gotta find out, you know.
Our
gotta
Christian
let-
demographic is suffering, if you were wondering.
I double clipped. So I just have to add on to that that Jesus is my homie, and he's hanging out with the team back in the
In the
back
whip.
pit back there.
In the whip.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, honestly, what he goes into the locker room break, and you know, he saves my soul. Yeah.
So he's in the whip, token it fat, trying to take a hit,
Jesus would have the fattest J's.
but he's
Really would.
he's a little bit caught up.
I think he's a wino.
He was, yes. Whoa, Jesus must have been hammered. All right, we're gonna go to the judges. Wait, anything else to add on, guys?
I think we're good. Yeah.
So you're trying to lower it from Ultra Hell, Nightmare Hell to... You're trying to lower it from Doom to FromSoft?
No. It's they're both Doom references. Easy for babies mode and
Oh, okay.
yeah. You got it.
It's all Doom. I learned something new today. Judges.
So, kick it off. I want to say, great job at making it through the sandbox. Both of you guys, glad to hear you're on your journey and you are defining the difficulty levels. And we have an amazing rating system to describe here. And I'm going to turn it over to my other judge to describe how we will allot these points.
Yes, we have difficulty ratings and notes that we're checking here right now. You can see right there, it says difficulty ratings and notes. This is official.
It's just a book about...
Official.
Can I see the cover?
No.
Okay.
That would be cheating.
I think it's a book of national parks that we bought in Virginia. I think
Oh my god.
So to the to Team Sleepy EP, we will be giving an S.
An S.
An S.
Absolutely. 100%.
And to Team Martin, we are giving an M.
An M.
An M.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like a fair ruling from the judges here.
M for mature.
big brain move. All right, so this is the last
We're going to consult
opportunity.
our third judge. He kind of has something to say. What's going on?
He's so big now.
Look at those paws.
Okay. All right.
He agrees.
He agrees.
All right, I'm glad. So this bonus round is a little tough. So I'm going to actually have to confer with my judges. So I need you guys to deafen. I need you guys to deafen for a little bit.
How
And
do
while it's the other button, Corey, there's going to be the
Headphones button.
it's the mute button, and then there's the headphones button where it turns off both the sound And you can't hear me talking.
Both of you, since you have not deafened yet, are getting bonus points for already being like kind of old people and not understanding how technology works. So great
There
job.
we go, Zach's deafened.
I got you way beat on that
What
one.
if you just do this?
Well, no, muting everybody. Oh, God.
Just deafen.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Click the deafen button, Corey.
Wait,
It's the
what if you
other
just do-
button next to mute.
All right, fair enough.
You got to give us a wave.
Zach, we can't hear Zach at all.
No, we can't.
Yeah, we're
Corey,
just
did
gonna-
click the deafen button.
All of you individually.
Do I have time to go poop?
Yeah,
It'll be quick.
power shift.
Says just share.
Okay.
There we go. You've all been muted individually.
He just needed to go out of full
Where
screen.
the deafen is.
All right, I think everyone's muted here. Problem is now you're gonna have to wave them down.
That's fine. Corey, bring me. Oh my
we're
God.
not
Corey, bring me a shot.
What?
Isn't that gonna ruin the
Fine.
point of deafening everybody?
No, he's going to bring me a shot. All right.
This
So,
is why you're the host and we're the judges.
so team,
Yeah.
here's the deal. Deafen. We're just going to give them 1,000,000 points if they answer the question correctly.
What's up?
We're just going to give them the points if they answer correctly. Like with each points gets 1,000,000 and everybody ties, so everybody wins.
No, I've already decided. We have the results.
No way, you guys are amazing.
Yeah, so we're ready for it.
I
so we're good.
winged the fuck out of this.
No. We already have a plan. You're good. Let's
All right,
just
cool.
just do the bonus round and we're ready to go.
It's
We got the
just
answer.
it's one question. It's pretty simple. So, all right, Corey, you can undeafen when you get back. Yeah, you can undeafen when you get back.
The look on Hobbs' face. He's just like,
Deafen. Zach, undeafen. Do the thing.
Got it.
Deafen. Undeafen.
There we go. Jesus
There we
Christ.
go.
All right.
All
All
That
right.
whole thing's in the podcast. That's great.
So, I am going to wing 2 little speeches. I'm going to start with the Martins.
It was a good poop.
I'm going to start with the Martins. Thank you, Kaya.
Thanks.
Martins,
This is forever.
you've showed up in fashion, couple minutes late, but strong, and I appreciate that. You guys have also been wonderful couriers today. Want to shout that out real quick. Appreciate you a lot. I'm going to go to Team EP. Once again, showed the fuck up. Today was an amazing experience, and I'm glad you guys leaned so hard into it. This could have been atrocious. I was very scared and worried. So I'm very glad you guys are like, I don't know what Calvin's doing, but I'm here. So I appreciate that. That
That was
being
good.
said, I'm going to go to my judges real quick. Bonus round question. Now, they've got something already prepared. We already discussed everything, but it all does come down to this, the bonus round question. I'm going to start with Martins because they're away. They're the away team. So, no, actually, no. No. Single question, 2 people. I'll just switch between you guys. No one can see you, Epic. You're alone and sad.
No.
Oh, his little panda. Look at his little panda. Look at that.
Epic, text your girlfriend that I appreciate her for taking care of you.
If you had told me earlier, she would have been on.
Oh,
Oh, that would have been nuts. The face reveal. All right, Zach and Corey, this question is only for you because the wives were going to see this and then they were going to cry. But I have to get the live reaction now. Bonus round. 1 question. Zach and Corey, are you super stoked you married that lady?
fuck yeah.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
That is it's a very easy question.
Yeah.
All right.
Thought you were going to throw us a hard one there, bud.
Which one of you is going to break up first? Like some bullshit? No, I'm not an asshole. Jesus Christ.
What? That's like the other direction.
What do you mean the other direction? What other fucking question would I ask, you crazy person? All right, we're going to the
I don't
judges.
know.
Please stand up and name 3 things about yourself.
Yeah.
No,
You-
that's okay, Epic. Come on.
You had
Don't do that to us.
You had some weird categories so far. I didn't know if the next question was going to be something absolutely like off the wall.
I guess it's really good. It would attract. You know what? You're right. You're right. I would have been worried too. All right, we're going to the judges. We have fought. We have tooth and nail fought over this decision. I'm not going to say that I agree or disagree. I'm trying to be impartial. But I know at the end of the day, the person that takes this home is the winner. And there's nothing we can do about it. So can we get any last questions from the judges for these people? Maybe sway that decision a little bit?
No, what's happened is we've turned over the scores to a neutral board of over 60 wedding experts. Okay. They range from all countries. It turns out there's less than 60 countries. Don't look it up.
We have a sealed envelope. neither of us, as we wanted to remain impartial, know the results within this envelope. I'm going to open it. My partner here will read out the winners.
If Epic wins, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
Yeah, I was one of the experts.
All right.
And the winner of the wedding is Calvin Denell.
Let's fucking go! Yeah! What's good? Get wrecked! I'd like to thank the Academy. I'd like to thank everyone. I did not know they were going to pick me, and I'm super happy about it. Thank you so much. I just want to say
Please
that
give us your speech.
with all the experience that I've developed and gained from this thing, I will conquer the wedding game next time. I'm coming in hot. I'm ready to fucking go. I'm going to take on the fucking duo. I'm going to take on the reigning champs. I'm going to take on the underdogs, and I'm going to fucking come out victorious. God, that was the best thing you could give me. That was like a wedding present to me.
face.
Oh shit, I was deafened.
Oh my god.
Wait, were they just staring at me? Did they not know?
Yeah, they were just.
That's a joke. We weren't deafened.
Oh,
We heard all of it.
Thank
Yeah,
God.
no,
I'm like, I can't, I don't know.
You gotta cut the episode there.
Yeah,
You gotta
please.
cut it right there. Shit, I was
Oh
deafened.
shit.